So I think I will have a great time. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my god, no. And also I'm going to do a sort of Vlogmas announcement. Hi, I'm Milena. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to do the December TBR board, and also I'm going to do a sort of Vlogmas announcement. I'm not going to do the whole Vlogmas thing, but I'm going to do some Vlogmas related things. So this year in December what I wanted to do is a secret TBR Vlogmas thing. Meaning that I made an entire list of books I thought I could read in one day, and I asked my dad to pick 5 books for me. He did, and he is going to pack them and give them to me. And then in short daily vlogs I will unpack one of those packages and I will read the book in one day and I will vlog that day. I think I'm going to upload like short daily vlogs every other day in the 2 weeks before Christmas. That is the plan, but of course chronic health issues, I don't know if that is going to be how it's going to go, but that is what you can kind of expect from me content wise in December. It's what I'm hoping I can do. If not, then I will definitely share those books and my reading experiences on Instagram. So I have already 5 books on my TBR that I don't know which books they are yet. Are books I can all read in one day, meaning that I already have 5 days out of the month of December to read for my TBR board. I did decide to just do 6 rolls, so the chance that I will take this TBR into January is pretty big. I don't know yet, kind of depends how my reading goes around Christmas. I definitely want to keep everything warm, cozy and low-key. So without further ado, oh no! I need to share something with you guys, because last time I finished the TBR board and I indeed bought the beautiful edition of Beloved by Toni Morrison. I did post it on Instagram. I will do the Instagram videos over here. It's a gorgeous hardback edition with black sprayed edges. So right now, without further ado, let's do the first roll. As I am filming this at the end of November, I have still 2 books that I haven't touched yet, that I haven't started reading yet. So I'm assuming that I will only read one of those 2. That means that even though we ended last time on this title, I will go back one title because I'm assuming that I will not read one of my November TBR. With that out of the way, let's do the first row. Oh, it's a 1. It's a classic before 1900. So for the first roll I ended back on the tile that I ended on last time. And for that I'm going to pick a book that boy recently gifted to me and that I actually just want to read right away. So I'm very happy to fit it on here. That is this beautiful Beauty and the Beast edition by Milena. They use the original 1740s text by the French author Gabrielle Suzanne Barbeau de Villeneuve. I think it's quite a name. I will look up how to exactly pronounce her name when I read the book. It has gorgeous illustrations. It has fold outs. It's just a dream come true. I do really like Beauty and the Beast. I'm not the biggest fan of the old Disney version. I like the Emma Watson version and I like Beauty and the Beast adaptations in general. So I wanted to read the original text for quite a long time. But now I have this beautiful edition and I will read it in December, probably. Okay, draw number 2. Another 1, okay. That is a modern classic with a TBR card. So the TBR card is... Oh, this is exciting! Pick from wishlist. The second row was to read a modern classic with a TBR card, and this was the TBR card. Pick from wishlist. Boy recently gifted me a whole bunch of books from my wishlist, which is so sweet of him. He wanted to cheer me up for a bit and he definitely did. So I'm just going to pick one of the books that he got me because I don't really feel like buying any books just before Christmas myself. One I really want to read is a short one. It's A Mercy by Toni Morrison. It says a novel, but I think it has the length of a novella. It is this tiny book and it has 167 pages. I think it's one of her later works. I think it was only published in 2008. I think let's check. Yes, copyright 2008 by Toni Morrison. So it's historical fiction as well. It says, in the 1680s, the slave trade in the Americas is still in infancy. Jacob Vaak is an Anglo-Dutch trader and adventurer with a small holding in the harsh north. Despite his distance for dealing in flesh, he takes a small slave girl in part payment for a bad debt from a plantation owner in Catholic Maryland. This is Florence, who can read and write and might be useful on this farm. Rejected by her mother, Florence looks for love, first from Lena, an older servant woman at her new master's house, and later from the handsome blacksmith, an African, never enslaved, comes riding into their lives. It sounds like a very rich story, so I'm really curious to see how Toni Morrison puts it in such a small book. But this is the second book I will read in December. Okay, throw number 3. Let's see if I can get something else than a 1. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 TBR cards. The elements on the cover, meaning that I can probably pick a nice Christmassy book for this one. The first row was another TBR card, and that was this one. Elements on the cover. So I'm going to pick a book I've been wanting to read for quite a while, and finally it fits in my TBR game, and that is this historical fiction, The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Sheffer and Anne Barrows. I have seen the Netflix films a million times. I adore the film. It has all the right vibes, a good rom-com with the right amount of heaviness and drama, and I think the book are letters between the two main characters, and I can't wait to read it. And of course the elements, it has multiple, it has the sky, it has water, it definitely fits the prompt, and I'm so excited that I can finally read this book with the TBR board. Thank you. Row number 4. Another one. A modern classic. The fourth row was a modern classic, and that fits perfectly with our book for the Dutch Classics Book Club. We are going to read The Lottery and Other Stories by Shirley Jackson. I read Shirley Jackson in October and loved it. I loved The Haunting of Hill House, so I'm really excited for this. I know her short stories. I've read a few of her short stories, love them immensely, so I'm really looking forward to this. I will probably listen to most of them on audiobook. This is a collection, so you never really know if it has all the stories on audio, but I will find an audiobook, and the one that are not on audio I will read physically. It will be creepy, it will be haunted, it will be thrilling. Sometimes it will be ordinary, but still have that mysterious vibe of you just feeling that something is up. And that is what I love about Shirley Jackson, so looking forward to this one. Row number 5. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another pick a card. Oh my gosh, no. Oh my god, no. More than 450 pages. Oh my god, no. The fifth row was the Trough of Dread. It was a TBR card I knew would come up, and it came up, and I panicked. It is over 450 pages. I am not the biggest fan of big books. I don't read them that often. I don't gravitate towards them. But then I remembered I still have 2 Jane Austen books that I want to reread, and one of them is Mansfield Park, and Mansfield Park has 560 pages, so that very easily fits. I am craving Jane Austen, so actually once I discovered that this was over 450 pages, I didn't dread the TBR card anymore, and I was actually pretty happy. Now I think I have read Mansfield Park before and just forgot most of it, but I'm not entirely sure, so it's going to be a fun experience to see if I can notice while reading if I've actually read this before, because I read most of Jane Austen novels back in 2014 and 2015. That's a long time ago, and I can't remember if I read this as well. This was a birthday gift from Lucy, so Lucy from Western Pages, thank you so much for gifting me Mansfield Park, and I'm going to read it in December. Oh, that one was really bad. Okay, the last row, number 6, is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another pick a card. We have a lot of cards, this one. A Dutch book. For the last row we had another pick a card, and this one was Dutch book. I kind of lost the TBR card, so I can't show you right now, but I'm sure that you saw that it was Dutch book. And that actually came in very handy, because I got a review copy of Rainer Maria Rilke's poetry. This is actually of course a German book, but it's translated into Dutch by Peter Verstegen, who is an author himself. What I really like about this edition is that it has both languages, and my German is very bad, but it is not non-existent, if you know what I mean. So I can probably kind of pick up on the original if I have the translation next to the side. So I think this will be quite an interesting reading experience. This book was sent to me by Rainbow Uitgevers. So thank you so much for sending me this review copy of Rilke's poetry. This TBR is really quite doable. It's not that insane, but considering I will be adding 5 books for Vlogmas on this, it is of course not something I'm going to be able to do. Of course, a few of these are quite short and comfort reads, so I think I will have a great time nevertheless, and I'm sure that the 5 books my dad picked for me will be lovely comfort reads as well. I did kind of target towards it when I made the list, but I added a few classics in there as well, so maybe he picked all the classics. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let me know what you are planning reading-wise in December. Are you going to do anything festive? Are you going to do anything special for Christmas? Or are you just going to let it be? For now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope to see you in another video. Doei!